Sorochi's true goal with this final arc is to have all of us die from laughing. This is the reason why this is the final arc. Welcome back, Shinshigumi. Chapter 606 is such a great reminder of why these characters are so wonderful, why they are such a great joy. Once again, back in action, as well as showcasing a new development, new power-up they have that makes sense. That's what makes it so hilarious. How much fun this chapter was, how much we understand that these power-ups actually connects them, as well as addressing the cliche of a shonen and how they can really make it seem like it's so meaningful. It is meaningful, not really the way you would think. It is significant in a different way that it actually works and it makes you laugh so hard. This chapter is all around fun. The chapter shows how great Shinshigumi really are. They are such a great characters. This is a reminder of how well they can be, how significant they are when it comes to returning back in action. Such a great joy to see the chemistry with each of these characters have with Yorizuya. Everything going on, seeing the upside of this war becoming an equal battlefield. The moment that building did not collapse, with Soyahime being awestruck just because the Shinshigumi has returned and now fighting back for the human side. It cannot come any better. Everything feels so well addressed. Everything makes you so pumped up to see them again. We can only hope these guys are going to get a lot of great actions for the finale. Chemistry with each of these characters are so much fun to read. How these characters are so connected with each other. With Hijikata just making fun of Gintoki, of him trying to give up. With Kondo and Shinpachi interacting because you know the connection they have. Especially with Otaisan. With Sogo and Kagura, you really see where that connection comes in. They still bitter at each other. It's so much hilarious. All these connections they have, it's just understandable why these characters work so well with each other. This is why when it comes to great characters, you could really see a lot of life within them. More ways than one. You could really see why so many different interactions with different characters always brings a lot of different characteristics. It's always not that one simple-minded. It's always have a different aspect of them, and that's what makes it such a great thing to see with all these characters, with all of them just have their own different perks of showcasing on why they're so much fun. There's so much action in this first half of the chapter. However, once it gets to the second half, this is where something changed a lot, because this is where they wanted to show off how much they have evolved. They have evolved into somebody they are now developed, and something they finally addressing their weakness and actually make them much better than ever. With starting with Kondo finally showing off he has weights on his clothing, let alone the headband. This is a reminiscence to the obvious Dragon Ball Z or a lot of other shonen with the weight training. So apparently they have weights on their clothes, up to the point that Kondo actually stripped altogether. He found out that the mosaic, that sensor thing, is actually another weight training as well. I think. I'm not really sure. But it makes him so light. His capabilities, his strength, his speed, it makes him so much better, even though stripping all the way to naked. In a funny way, that is more understandable and more realistic. If your clothes is all weighted, you might as well remove everything so you could be at your full capacity. I'm just saying that is a bit true in a strange way. Once he steps on the mosaic, apparently it's a part of him to the point that he ended up killing himself. So what the hell happened there? What exactly just happened in that scene? Hijikata shows his power up, and that is to remove his smoking habit. You know, that's a normal power up, or it's something that he should have been doing because it makes him healthier. It makes it more hilarious with the narrator actually addressing why this power up is so significant, why these power up are something that's truly benefit for them. It's so simple minded. All you have to do is remove smoking and there you go, you're in a healthy state. Of course your health would be better. You are removing one thing. What do you expect? And with Sogo just taking out the mayonnaise and just remove every single one of them, eruption as he calls it, and there you go, that's all his power up. It just makes him more cruel against Hijikata. So instead, it's not really a power-up. It's just something he does more that ticks off Hijikata. Especially the fact that he removes smoking. And with him, he's pretty much a follow-up to remove everything that's supposed to be a bad habit for Hijikata. The delivery from these visuals makes it work so well that you could really laugh off how you could laugh off each panel. Then you could see how it all comes down to the one funny punchline. One moment that gets funnier after one after another. It's so so hilarious. It's well timed. This is the return of Shin Shigumi, so seeing the comedy and the action moment is a well joy to see. It works so much well because this is Gintama. Gintama have established how well it can be its atmosphere, how it can address to the comedy scenario, how it can address the action scenario. It's all going down to one epic finale, and then we have the final cliffhanger. I could not stop laughing at this moment with somebody just being such a badass, being Rambo like, and then he comes down and Gintoki is wondering if he's the new character, which I even thought it was a new character. I'm like, we have a new character again? It ends up being Yamazaki. Mind blown. Just mind blown. I was rolling from this moment. Everything this visuals makes this stands out. How you could see these comedies work so much. How well placed time of these comedy segments can be that could just really get you off guard on what's going to happen next in terms of the comic relief, in terms of what's going to happen with these so-called power-ups, especially how badass they come out with that power-up design. Everything is so well input that you can't help but laugh so historically. Overall, this chapter, it starts off with a lot of joy with fun action from Shin Shigumi that goes to the comedy moment. You can see why these characters are so missed from all these fans, and you can see why this chapter itself is such a joy. You can't help but smile. At least Yamazaki actually looked like his age. I can't believe he's still over 30. It's amazing. Chapter 606 gets a 9. Can't say he would change back to the old Yamazaki, but it's hilarious that out of all characters, he has the significant power-up. Everyone else is a power-up, but not the way you would assume. I wonder what else is going to happen with these guys. Next chapters is just going to be all around fun. We're definitely not in the very end of the series. I could say we're in the middle, but hell, I could go on for a long time. My thoughts are told. Don't let yours on hold. Leave a comment below. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this and want more of this, subscribe to my channel and my world will be yours to stay. Until next time, take care.